So first player marker is going to shoot over here to Amanda. She is sitting on a boatload of clues. She's going to be moving to the second location in the Dreamlands. And I don't know if I want to mess with anything for her. Oh, Lauren luck, Lauren luck. Okay, I'm gonna keep playing it here. I'm gonna keep her lucky. I'm not gonna mess with her lore. I think I'm gonna keep her as is. No upkeep. So she's done. Jenny will be up next. So let's refresh her items. Yep. And ooh, she's carrying quite a bit, isn't she? Okay. Everything's powered up, ready to go, and she gets her dollar. So she's getting a ton of money. So I need to get her through the Dreamlands out and buying us some stuff because we're slowly burning through our items. Again, so she only has a focus of 1. So when she comes out of that gate, she's either going to need lore or fight. So I think what I'm going to do is, so her lore is +1. So I think we might want her to try and close this gate using her lore. All right, so next turn I'm going to want to raise that. So this turn, is there anything I want to fuddle with? Fight, will, speed. I don't like having speed at 0, so I am going to boost this up. Just because if she has to make a speed check for some reason in the other world and we have a 0, we're going to regret that. So let's just pop that down because all this movement point, all these movement point goodies, they don't help us on a skill check, right? So let's just make sure she has a little bit of everything. Okay, she's ready to go too. And that leaves us with really our only sort of tough decision this turn, and that's Carolyn. And here's why. She does have 5 monster trophy worth of toughness, and there's 2 things she can do with it, all right? She can head to the church and get herself or anybody blessed, right? And that would be, that would be incredible, especially given that she's currently toting around this voice of Ra. So if she could invoke the voice of Ra on top of a blessing, oh my goodness, she would be such a powerhouse of a character. But what you don't know, but what I do know, is every time I get blessed, I lose it on the first upkeep. It's like, it's something in my DNA. I've never been able to keep a blessing for more than a turn. So I am so leery of doing that, just because it never works out for me. And the other option now is if we send her up to the science building with her 5 toughness, she can turn that in to get 2 clue tokens. Even better, there is a clue token sitting up on the science building. So in one move, we can get her 3 clues. I think I'm going to do that. I've been burned by the church too many times. I know that sounds bad, but it is what it is. So she is our Scully anyway, so she's not going to go to the church. She doesn't believe in that stuff. She's going to go up to science because you can always rely on science. So let's go to science and get ourselves some clues. Movement of, remember for her, we're at a -1 movement, so she will need 1, 2, she's going to need 3 movement to get there. So thank goodness for the motorcycle. That turned out to be a really good idea. She's going to gas that up. She is going to be able to heal herself during her upkeep phase, which is good because we want to do that book again if we at all can, right? So she's going to need a movement of 3, which is where we are now. We'll exhaust our motorcycle again so that we can do our book for the last time. And I don't think I'm going to do Voice of Ra this turn. It will cost her a sanity, so she would lose 2 sanity, and she's not going to have an encounter in the science building. She's just gonna do scientific research there and get clues. So I don't think we need that +1 to her stats because it only applies to her, so she can't cast this on someone else. So I'm going to hold off on the Voice of Ra, and instead I'm going to go with the book. So I don't think we need to change anything because we need that nice high lore to make the book work. Okay, game plan established. Let's see how it plays out. So Jenny and Amanda, their movement is easy. They move into the second area of the Dreamlands. Carolyn is going to take her movement of 3 and head up 1, 2, and because it's raining, 3. and pick up her clue. For the second part of her movement, she's going to exhaust her motorcycle for 2 movement points. And we're going to try again this Book of Zion, perhaps. Let's see what she can do with that. That's going to be a lore -1, so she'll get 4. We'll take those 4. And if we pass, we get a spell and lose a sanity. So let's see what she can do here. And of course, we got our pass. Fabulous. All right, sanity down, but I'm okay with that because we're going to throw in Wither. Oh, finally, something new. Casting modifier is a 0. Spell cost is a 0. Great. Any phase, cast and exhaust to gain +3 to combat checks until the end of the turn. Ooh, I like the sound of that. So between her magic sword and her withering hands, that's amazing. Now, we just have to be careful here because that sword is a 2-handed weapon, okay? And this is a 1-handed weapon, so we got to decide, I guess, which one we are wielding. I don't know. Maybe she'll pass that one off. Maybe she'll pass that one off because I feel like that Sword of Glory is really going to be what we want. But that's all right. You know, more ammo in our pocket. We'll take that. She lost her sanity. Unfortunately for us, after we read this book dissolves. So it is gone. We've used it twice. Okay. Well, it was discarded. Really feeling like we need to pick up some more items. All right, Jenny, get out of the other world so you can go shopping. So for our Arkham encounters, we are going to do a little dissection. So instead of having a encounter, we're going to spend our 5 monster toughness, which we've got here, and we're going to gain 2 clue tokens. So I guess, yeah, ooh, creepy. Carolyn's going to cut up 2 cultists and a maniac and get herself 2 more clues. Otherworld encounters, and yes, once again, Amanda is going first, looking for the Dreamlands. Ah, there is one here. The meeping of the ghouls in the tunnels echo in your ears. Pass a will -2 check or lose 2 sanity. Not bad. We can do that. Oh dear. Unfortunately, our will is 2. So we would have to use a clue token, and I mean, I guess we could. I just don't think it's worth it for 2 sanity. She can go a little insane, right? I guess I would rather have her go a little insane than lose a clue token. Let's save those for something more important. So, unfortunately, the ghouls do drive her a little bit crazy. Sorry, Amanda. And let's see if Jenny has better luck. Again, the Dreamlands with a luck check. Careful what you wish for. Make a luck -1 check. If you pass, then waving goodbye, the happy villagers bestow a gift on you. Draw 1 common item. Ooh, yes, please. We don't have any luck modifiers, but that's okay because our luck is at a nice healthy 3. So luck -1 means we have 2 shots here. Ah, no luck. Okay, probably not worth re-rolling on, so it would have been nice, but we'll take it. That was kind of a quiet turn. Maybe I'll do 2 back-to-back here just to get things going. Mythos phase, we get a Gate of the Woods. No, we will not, because we already have a Gate of the Woods. So we're going to get a Monster Surge. Now we have 3 gates open. We have 3 investigators, so that's going to be 3 monsters, right? We have a monster limit of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on the board. So we're going to get 2 more in Arkham, and we're going to get 1 in the outskirts. Let's see what we get. Hopefully they'll be really easy. So this first one is going to come out at the woods. Ooh, nope. That was not easy. That one's definitely not easy. Oh, no, I hate this guy. This is the Cthulhion, Chthonian. So he's easy to evade. The bad news is, instead of moving, we roll a die. On a 4 or 6, everyone in Arkham loses a sanity, and he is impossible to kill. So that just goes with our theme of pulling every horrible monster at once. So he's going to go to the woods. And the other gates already have monsters, so we need the most monsters at the gate on the Mythos card. So this next monster is going to go to the woods as well, and it will be a warlock. Okay, these guys aren't so bad. He's going to move, though. He's going to be a moving warlock with magical immunity. All right, and the last one goes to the outskirts. How about a cultist? No, go on the board. I'd rather fight you more. All right, into the outskirts you go. So for movement this turn, let's see. We're going to have the warlock. Don't have any other. Oh no, a square. The hound is on the loose. Let's see what happens. So for movement, the warlock, but he's a yellow border, so he's not going anywhere. He is going to stand here in the Dreamlands and wait to ambush poor Amanda along with the Chthonian. Oh no. All right, well, we're going to deal with that later. The hound, and this is what we were kind of hoping for, right? Carolyn's the only one in Arkham. She's also the one with our Sword of Glory. So the hound is going to shoot over here to the science building. Our clue appears at Independence Square. I tell you, Arkham, you are messing with me. I think every Mythos card we've had has Independence Square in it. And of course, we have the continual open gate at Independence Square. So once again, we get no clues. But because of climate change, we are going from raining cats and dogs to a heat wave. You know, back to back, that works. Oh no, fight checks will have a -1 penalty. It's going to be hard for the hound. Lore checks are made with a +1 bonus. And fire vampires, well, we don't have any. Okay, heat wave. Let's see what we're going to do next. Okay, so heading into next turn, the ladies are finally coming out. Amanda is going to have to come down here to the Dreamland, sorry girl, and hopefully close and seal that. Now, Jenny, right, we get a pick, and no choice, Independence Square. Please, we need to put that spot to rest. So let's shoot her out up there. She'll have to deal with the formless spawn. She can do it, I have faith. She's going to close that, so we need to set their skills to close gates. Carolyn, yep, it's happened. She's going to have to battle the hound this turn. Let's see what sort of help we can get her. Jenny, for her upkeep, she's going to get, well, the first player token and another buck. So let's give her some change. I'm going to take out 4 and give her a 5-er. She is definitely shopping after her excursion to the Dreamlands. And coming out, we're going to want her to close with lore. So she has a focus of 1, so let's bump this up to a 4. Okay. And remember, when you come out of a gate, you don't have to deal with those monsters that turn. So we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. She's set to close. She has 5. She can seal. Carolyn, all right. So she needs get her motorcycle back. She needs to regain a sanity. And we are going to need the Voice of Ra this turn. Her lore is already maxed. So that's a good question. I don't know if you would get to do this, so we could move the lore and then cast it. It doesn't really matter because our lore is already high enough. But we know for that hound, let me grab him, going into this battle, man, she's going to need -2 to her sanity check, -1 to her fight with a toughness of 2. So her fight with that Sword of Glory is +6. All right. Plus, hopefully, we'll have the Voice of Ra with us. So I'm thinking she might need a little more on her will, because her will is now right now 2, so she would automatically fail that. She does have a focus of 2, so let's bump her will up by 2. Help her out on that sanity check. That'll give her a fight still of 7. Okay, and hopefully we'll be able to get 2 hits out of her. She's got plenty of clues we can burn if we need it. Wishing we still had that lucky cigarette case, but we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Let's let's get this guy off the board. Okay, so she's set for her stats. Let's do this. Casting modifiers -1, sanity cost of 1. Okay, so that's all right. We can heal that up later. -1, we're gonna get 4 to play with. Okay, we really need to invoke the voice of Ra here. Yes, woo! Didn't think we were gonna do that. We're gonna exhaust it. We will get +1 to all skill checks. Okay, good. And finally, our girl Amanda is going to be popping out of her gate once again, out of the Dreamlands. She's going to be trying to close it, and doesn't really matter. If it's 4 or 4, we'll have her close it with fight. We'll bump that up for her. All right, I think we're ready to go. Jenny is our first player, and because of her gate box, she's going to exit the Dreamlands, but she will reappear at Independence Square. So she gets an Explore token, and she'll get a chance to try and close this in just a minute. Caroline, meanwhile, she doesn't get to move because she is standing with the Hound, so she needs to do battle. So she has cast her Voice of Ra, and I forgot, because of the environment card, remember we were supposed to get +1 to lore checks, so we could have rolled an extra die. Doesn't matter, we got it anyway. But we have to remember there is a -1 to combat checks. So because of the heat wave, I guess it's harder to swing your Sword of Glory. All right, so first we need to do our will check. That's going to be -2. We're only going to get 2 dice here. Let's see how she does. Oh, she failed it. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's all right, because we only lose 4 sanity. Oh, that's a lot of sanity. We got 1 left. We're hanging on by a thread here. Now, let's make this all worth it. Let's do our Hound. 6. Oh, wait. No, I get 1 more, don't I? Because of Voice of Ra. Just kidding. Hold on. Let's see if this helps. Yes. Oh, good job. Good job. Is that right? Was that right? All checks, right? Voice of Ra, +1 to all skill checks. Okay. Voice of Ra saves us in the end. A normal woman would have caved, but not Carolyn. She has a god in her head telling her to keep going. So let's go on now to our fight check. Sword of Glory gets us 6. Our fight is set at a mere 1. Our Voice of Ra gives us 1 more. However, we're going to lose 1 from the Hound, and we're going to lose 1 from the heat wave. Let's see if this is enough. We need 2 hits here. Yes, we did it. Wow, impressive. The Hound is no longer hounding us. Yet another monster trophy for Carolyn. I think has she killed all of our monsters this game? I'll take it. I will take it. And sweet little Amanda is going to once again come back from the Dreamlands. I feel like she should get a bonus. She's done this twice. An Explore token and a chance to close it a second time. Arkham Encounter phase. Jenny's up first, and she is standing at the Great Hall of Salino. She's going to try and close this. Now, good news. She's using her lore, and because of the heat wave, for whatever reason, people are sitting around studying books, I guess. She's going to get +1 to her lore check. So 4, 5, +1, -1 brings us back up to 4. Let's see if we can shut this gate down. Yes, we can. Good girl. Okay, let's check. Do we have any creatures with the starburst symbol? Oh, darn it, we don't. That's okay. We're going to spend our 5 clue tokens, and we're going to seal Independence Square so it can no longer haunt us. Hallelujah. Good job. And I should note, I wanted to point this out. When I sealed my first gate, the Historical Society, I spent my 5 clues and I sealed it, and I said you got to take a doom token off of the doom track. That's not true, all right? Thank you for catching that, guys. You only get to remove a doom token if you seal it with an elder sign, and I did not do that. So let me fix that now while I'm thinking about it. So Jenny, thank you, Jenny, thank you. Hopefully this is an omen, and the game is going to turn for us now that Independence Square has been permanently shut down. I'm going to put on my extra doom token that I took off by mistake. So we're doing okay? We're only at 4. We have 2 of our 6 gates sealed. And it's Miss Amanda's turn, so maybe we'll get number 3 done as well. Okay, so unfortunately for Amanda, I don't know what I was thinking. I wanted her to seal with her fight instead of her lore, so we're not going to get the +1 bonus from the heat wave, all right? We will, however, get it from the fact that the Dreamlands are easy to close, and I think this is because she's already been there, okay? She's a dreamer. Amanda, she's a dreamer. She knows how to do this. So, 4 + 1, we need a success. Yes, and we got it. And in true deja vu fashion, we happen to have 1 monster with that symbol, the Gug. That's right, just like last time, we sealed the Dreamlands and we remove the Gug. Talk about deja vu. Only in Arkham will you play like the same game over and over and over again. Okay, so she's done that. She's sealed it. Of course, we're going to spend our 5 and we are going to make it permanent. Let's shut down the woods forever. All right, on to Mythos. Let's see. Taking care of Independence Square. Now with my luck, it'll probably stop appearing. We end up with, Black Cave. All right, I expect stuff to happen there. Let's spawn a gate. Add our doom token. It's going to be 2. Yaggoth. Do we already have one of these out? We do. This is the exact gate at Hibbs Roadhouse. Our bizarre deja vu game continues. See what pops out of it. It'll probably be something horribly awful and difficult to deal with. Like a red. Why not a dimensional shambler? -3 movement. If you fail a combat check against him, you're lost in time and space. Okay, and he's a red. And he's going to move. Let's get these guys on the board and move our monsters. Who else is going to move? Do we have any other? Circle. Oh, we got rid of the hound, so that's a good news. Oh, maybe this won't be too bad after all. All right. Oh, darn it. We lose our clue in the Black Cave. Shoot. And this little shambler pops out there instead. He's going to move. He's red. He's going to move twice, and he is moving black. So he's going to head into downtown and then up into East Side to hang out with our star spawn. Who else? Circles. Do we have any circles on the board? No, he's not a circle. We do have that warlock, but remember he doesn't move, so that's it. This is going to be our only monster movement. Okay, what else happens? Okay, we're going to get our clue at Hibbs Roadhouse, except we're not because there's a gate there, so still no clues. Oh no, darn it, it's a headline. A Silver Lodge ritual lets 2 monsters loose in the French Hill streets. That's a problem because right now our monster limit is 6 and we have 5 on the board. So we are going to get, 1 in the street, 1 into the outskirts. Let's see what we get. Okay, into the streets. And where is this? The French Hill. How about a flyer, a bikey. All right. He'll go into the streets. Now, he has a circle, but I believe he doesn't move because we've already done monster movement. So I think I'm just going to leave him there. I'll double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. And in the outskirts, let's put, oh my goodness, thank goodness he didn't appear. Another Chthonian. He's going to the outskirts. So our outskirts is at 2, and our limit there is 5. So we are full up on monsters. Yuck, yuck, yuck. We got to figure this out. We got to figure this out. All right, into the French Hill you go. It's a headline, so we're going to continue with our heat wave, right? So fight checks are going to take a penalty. Lore checks are going to get a bonus. Yeah, that was kind of junk. Not too pleased with how things are looking right now. Man, we are out of clues, and we are full of monsters. So we have to start fighting these monsters. All right, so poor little Amanda, she has trouble right now. Her sanity is low. She's facing 2 of these guys, and I don't think she's able to take on either of them. So I'm thinking we're going to have to go sneaky with Amanda. Jenny, she's the one with all of our money up there. So I'm going to try. I think I'm going to have her go sneaky as well and see if we can get her shopping, which leaves Carolyn. Now she has enough clues. She has 5. So she has enough clues to go close a gate. But she's also got her Sword of Glory, so she's our main monster hunter. So I don't know. I don't know if I want her through a gate or maybe taking out some of these guys. I'm going to have to think about that. I'm going to have to think about that. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Well, we're halfway there, right? We have 3 of our 6 sealed, so we're on the right path. But I think the game is beginning to take a toll on our investigators. We're getting run down on our sanity, our stamina, and of course, items. We are running through our items. So that's where we stand now. End of turn 7. Let me rethink a plan for turn 8.